Prahi and I am candidate A and my roll number is 19 and my class is 11B.
Okay. What's your name?
Myself Gunjit Singh, I am candidate B. My roll number is 36B and class 11th B.
Okay. Prahi, now you tell me something about your parents.
Ma'am, for me, my parents are really very important and special. For me, they are just equivalent to my God. They are always by my side and this is something that I like the most in them. They are so much friendly and we are literally very much compatible. They understand my needs and they try to fulfill everything for me and they sacrifice a lot for me. That's why a little thing I can do, I would like to fulfill their dreams.
Okay, that is very nice that you have a good rapport with your parents. Gunjit, you tell me something about your best friend.
Ma'am, my best friend is Rahul. He is very cheerful and an intelligent boy. He is always helpful and ready to help others without any selfish motive. He is always helping in my homework and is a very good player in football. He is also very cheerful and never gives up in any difficult situation, and he will always be my best friend.
Okay, thank you, Gunjit. So your names are Prahi, 19A and plus 1B, and Gunjit Singh plus 1B and 36B. Okay, now Prahi, you are going to tell us about your topic, and when you have finished, Gunjit will ask you some questions and then I will ask you some more questions. Would you like to begin, please?
Yes, ma'am. So I have picked up a topic and I have given it a title as the killer of dreams. The main topic in this is the child labor. So I'm going to start it. One day after the school, one fine day rather, after the school, as I came back home, I saw a young Nepalese boy working in the home with the household chores. So ever since I have inquired him about his age, I have got struck on that. 15. What was I doing then is my usual line of thinking. As a class 10 student and extracurricular activist who can have all the luxuries or commodities, if not all, but at least those which one can might relate at that age. Most probably he entered this nation with an Indian dream, akin to many of his nation's youth who flock to the west to do odd jobs. I wonder that how they come and how they accept the things, how they accept their poverty. This doesn't baffles me his poverty, but it baffles me that how he's willing to accept his poverty. The green paper printed by his nation's government has decided its life course. What I feel that we should encourage them, we should motivate them to go for the studies in the schools. And at last, even I ask myself that if someone asked me to treat him not as a master, but as a fellow human, what would be my reaction? Perhaps I'm another wheel in the juggernaut that continues to kill dreams. Thank you.
Okay, yes, Gunjit, your question, please.
So, what do you think that what is the root cause of all the Indian problems?
But I feel personally the root cause of the Indian problem is the adaptability to the conditions. The people start adjusting with the conditions without thinking whether that is the correct thing or the not.
Okay. And at last, as you said that you too must think about the question whether to accept that child as a fellow human. So now what you will do that thing?
My very first step for this would be like I would try to initiate him, I would try to encourage him to go for the studies in the schools, and I would also like to aware the people to don't discriminate between the child. Even if it's me, I would love to do the work.
Yes, Rahim, my question to you is, what are the factors which are responsible for this problem of child labor in our country?
Ma'am, but I feel the factors behind this the child is people are not accepting the children who are from the lower caste. Basically, they discriminate between the caste. And furthermore, people are quite adaptive to the conditions that they continue to beg. Even hardly we feel that there is none who haven't seen the people begging on the roads. Even for me, it's not very elegant method of earning a bread. But the poor don't have this luxury even to know what elegance means.
So, according to you, the main cause of this child labor is poverty.
Yes, ma'am.
and because they are people are not able to make their both hands meet, that is why they send their small children to do some labor work.
Exactly.
My next question is, as a responsible citizen of the country, what will be your contribution to eradicate this evil from the society?
Ma'am, I would love to encourage the people. I would like to aware them that there shouldn't be any kind of discrimination. And moreover, I would like to teach the children that they should identify their powers and they should go to the schools to learn whether they should know what the capable of they are of.
Yes, the main thing is that we must make people aware of the situations, of the problems which we are facing in our country. Unless people are aware about it, we can't eradicate it. Now Kunjit, you are going to tell us about your topic, and when you have finished, Rahi will ask you some questions and then I will ask you some more questions. Would you like to begin, please?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my topic is deforestation and I would like to speak some few words on it. Deforestation is just the extinction of forest from land area. It is one of the major environmental problems which we are facing today in this technological world. Deforestation is caused by several factors. Few of them are such as shifting cultivation, in which a vast area of forest land is cleared to grow more crops, forest fires which engulf a vast area of forest land every year in many parts of the world, especially in US and Australia, and then the building of roads on the mountainous regions, overgrazing, building of canals in the forests also require clearance of forest area. Deforestation has many adverse effects on our environment. Few of them are like increase in the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere, which has resulted in deforestation. The major effect of deforestation has been the soil erosion, in which the soil gets prone to water and wind erosion when it gets loosened due to the clearance of trees, and then the non-availability of the plant products and other medicines. Now, how can we prevent it? This deforestation on the croplands, and then social forestry is also one of the solutions to deforestation, in which we can plant trees in the schools, colleges, roadsides, ditches and other abundant and barren lands which are not in any use. And then we can, but I think the most appropriate solution to deforestation will be awareness in public. We can aware the public through media and other social websites also. We can encourage NGOs and other social organizations to start any movements to encourage the people to plant more trees.
Thank you, Gunjit. Your question, please.
Gunjit, I would like to ask you that what we can do to avoid the deforestation.
I think that on an individual scale, we can encourage our nearby people who are illiterate or are unaware of the deforestation to plant more trees in their nearby areas and prevent any breeding of mosquitoes, which also affect spread the diseases of plants and animals also.
Okay, now I would like to ask you one more thing, that being a citizen of this nation, what would be the steps that you would like to take to avoid the deforestation?
Firstly, I would like to encourage or aware the public about this deforestation by encouraging my school colleagues and others, my parents and my other friends to plant more trees, and then I would approach any NGOs or other social organizations to start any movements about deforestation.
Thank you.
Gunjit, my question to you is, do you think that increase in population is also responsible for this deforestation?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. It is one of the major cause of the deforestation. With the increasing population, everyone needs more wood and housing to accommodate the increased population. For this man, being a selfish creature, he is clearing all the forests for his selfish motive to accommodate the increasing population, which is why the forests are being cleared.
Okay, my next question is, what are the human activities which have resulted in the soil erosion?
There are many activities like cutting of trees and growing crops in the fields where forests were being helped thereby. Soil erosion is just the erosion of the soil when it gets loosened due to the clearance of trees, and when we cut trees the soil is get loosened and it is very prone to wind and water erosion, which results in soil erosion.
Okay, thank you Gunjit. Now let us move towards the next task. It is a problem solving task. Now I would give you a problem and both of you will discuss together how you are going to solve this problem.
Okay.
And your problem is, suppose you are going to school and you see an old lady who is crossing the road and suddenly a car hits her. Already late for school, what will you do?
I think that we must help the lady as life is more important than our studies, and I also think that our teacher will also not scold me for helping that lady.
Yeah, exactly. I too would love to stay with the lady and call the ambulance as soon as possible so that she can be admitted in the hospital. As you said, that life is more precious than a single day of the school.
Yeah.
So ma'am, we have reached to the conclusion that we would like to help the lady so that her life can be saved.
Yes, that is the nice idea because life is more important
Yeah.
than school.
Yes.
No doubt school is very important, but according to the situation, at this moment, life is more important.
Yes.
Okay students, thank you. This is the end of the activity. Goodbye.
Thank you.